name is Luciana.
And my name is Helena.
My name is LILIAN.
Okay, today we will discuss about an issue of international economic ethics, which is child labor. In this discussion, we will focus on the factor and provide some solution to reduce the number of child labor. The first factor that can affect this child labor is lack of access to quality education. This is because in many cases, children are forced to work because they don't have access to quality education. In this situation, limit their opportunity for a better future. In many impoverished areas, there may be a lack of school or education resources. Even when school exists, they might be too far or too expensive for the family to access. The limited access to education reduces the chance for children to attend the school. So this is my opinion about this issue. How about you, Helena?
Thank you, Luciana. So I think this topic is quite interesting, so I would like to add another factor, which is extreme poverty. Extreme poverty is the primary reason that children are sent to work. It is an exploitation of children which are deprived of their childhood by work that prevents them from attending school. So, according to ILO, recent statistics shows that around 70% child labor around the world, which means they cover around small age to 18 years old. So the worst form of child labor include dangerous works. For instance, they are exposed to dangerous machinery and toxic substances. So it means that it is so dangerous for them to hold that toxic substances, and it will lead to harm to their health. So their bodies and mind are still developing, which means children are more vulnerable than adults to hazardous workplace. Means that they are receiving more the consequences of hazardous work, and it is often devastating and lasting for them. So we can simplify that the children are unable to attend school because of the extreme poverty. So what is your opinion, Lilian?
In my opinion, I think the unemployment also contribution in the child's labor, because when parents they lost their job and struggle to provide families, the children are often dropped out of school and engaged in the workplace. So when adults cannot find a job, and they might rely on children for their children to contribution to their family income. So in this case, we can see in our surroundings, some of the employer also want to hire people who's below 18 years old. Why? Because of their can pay less for the child's labor, pay less. Okay, in terms of like KWSP and also they need to pay. So this made them to attract this sort of labor for the employer who want to keep costs. So another example is the rising poverty as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people lost their job during this pandemic. So based on the statistic, around 8.9 million children are at risk of being pushed in the work. Thus, this, as a conclusion, this is the factor cause the child labor exit in the work.
Okay, next. From the factor that us focus on, we need to find a solution for this issue, which is child labor issue. So from my side, the solution that I can think and prefer for this issue is financial support side. This is because all parties should provide financial assistance such as scholarship to impoverished families to encourage sending their children to school. They offer scholarship to cover fee books, or any uniform and other educational expenses for children from low-income families. This scholarship can based on meet merit, need, or combination of both. As we know, the scholarship usually offered to university level, but I think this scholarship can be more focused on the such as primary school, secondary school, to provide this thing of facility. So this was my solution for this issue. How about your Lilian?
That is a good solution for this issue. For me, I would like to add something, which is I think the education other is more important to reduce this type of cases in our country. First, we need to educate our parents, society, and also employer. Okay, first, regarding the parents, so we know the parent is play very important roles in our children's life, right? Okay, so first we need to promote education for our parents. We need to encourage parents to priority their children educations. Why? Because we need let the parents know what are the long-term benefits of education in providing the better opportunity for their child in the future. So after they graduate, they can find a good job in the company, in a big company. Okay. So the second is advocacy for the children, right? We need to raise awareness about the right of children to be protected from child labor and share the information to the local people about regarding the children law and also the regulation. The third point is we need to support economic alternative to the adult to help the parents, especially the parents, find the alternative source of income such as vocational training, access to microloan to start out their small business, and to reduce the economic pressure that lead the child labor exist. So we in this solution we have provided the support for the parents to improve their income and security, food security, so that their children don't need go to work. Okay. The second party is regarding the employee. Okay. First, we need to adhere to labor law to employer to make sure they are aware of and complaints with children law and the regulation in their regions. Okay. The third is providing safe work environment. Employers should create safe and healthy environment to their worker, especially for the young worker or the parents. Because why? They can when the employee provide the safe and healthy environment, they will work in here and they will not find another job and maybe they will lose the job. Okay, so for this aspect, they no need to realize for their children to contribution for the family income when they get a job. Okay, the second is the third is about the employee need to offer the training and also skill develop for the young worker to prepare them for the job opportunity in the future. And the fourth is about the rights awareness. So employee can participate in community awareness campaign and workshop to understand the consequences of the child labor in terms of mental, physical, and also health. So the last party is about the society. So first is advocacy. Society, government, NGO, or community leader must educate or advocacies for the stronger child labor law and then their enforcement. Okay. The next is the awareness campaign. So the society must conduct the campaign, the awareness campaign to educate the public about the consequences of the higher the child labor and the right of the children. So that's all for my opinion. How about you, Helena?
Thank you, Lilian. So I think there is another approach in helping child labor by giving them social protection to against the child labor. So government needs to enhance facility and income security for families and facilitate access to education to combat child labor. For instance, social protection measures such as cash programs, other educational, maternal, health and nutrition services. So in this way, investment in social protection can expand human capabilities and human productivity. So it is intended to make an act of solving the child labor problems of the worst job that inhibit child growth and development, and the consequences of the child labor to evacuate the child labor around the world. So it clearly shows that social protection has an important role to reduce the percentage of child labor. So we have reached the end, so I would like to conclude everything. Whereas educating others, giving financial support and giving social protection are the most effective approaches to reduce the number of child labor around the world. So in this context, it can address the problem of extreme poverty, lack access to education, and unemployment rates that act as barriers to universal education around the world. So therefore, all parties should have worked together to promote child development and safe school communities so they can be prepared for the future. So it is important for them not to lose their childhood. I think this is the right time we stand up for their rights for the future.
Yeah, so we need to work with the parents, society, and also employer to see that child are protected and their future are not stolen by labor exploitation.
And I hope that child labor should be banned in the society so that it can eliminate the child labor in various levels to protect the right and well-being of children.
So I think people should have known this statement for a long time. So as the saying goes, a child belongs to the school and not the workplace. So thank you everyone, that I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you all. Thank you for today.
Thank you.